Hello. Right, let me just find the chat. Here we go. Drop me a thumbs up or a comment when you get here. And please excuse my messy desk. Oh, hi Lynn. Just me and you at the minute. Hopefully we'll have a few more people in a minute. I'm not sure if those apps that I just put on there have worked. Don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Oop. And somebody else joining us. I've reached a point in my little square journal where I've not got many pages left. So there's this one, and then there's just 1, 2, 3, 4 double pages at the back there. So I thought I'd do this one tonight, and then I've not got much left to fill. Rest of it's, and for once I've actually done it more or less in order. There's not many pages where I've gone back. I think it's mostly, there's a few like art stamps, but it's mostly doodle art. That's one where I stamped the body without thinking about how far the wings would go. Oh, there's 5 of us now. Yeah, so when you get here, just drop a smiley face or a thumbs up. That was the word I was thinking of, or a comment, or say hello. So I'm not talking to myself, and I'm talking to Lynn, obviously. Oh, that page isn't finished. I need to finish that one. I think that was one that I sort of got part way through it and thought, not sure about this, and then left it. Yeah. Lots of doodle art, some of the Catalyst collage papers. Yeah, so this is how far we've got. Yeah, it's nice to have a little. Hi Julia, it's nice to have a little mini book. And I've got the next. When I realised how close I was to the end, I went and bought another one. Look, I do like these little square ones. Yeah. The cat. Oh, that one. Yeah, they are lovely, aren't they? Might do a sunflower tonight, actually. We'll see. Right, so although there's only a couple of you who commented, I shall get started. We've got 6 people here now. So like I say, I'm getting towards the end of this. I can smell the end of the journal. So yeah, I'm going to do this page next, and I've already stamped and inked on that side, and some of the stamping you can sort of vaguely see through it. So I thought I'll start off with some of the Catalyst cards for a change. So I've cut a piece that's about the right size, and I just need to round the corners. I thought that would be nice, that sheet would be a nice contrast to that wasn't quite square, was it? To the other side. Hi Maxine. Yeah, so I shall use that one on there, and add a few extra bits to it, and then we'll decide what's going on top. So it's probably going to be quite quick tonight. Okay, because I do love that. That is probably one of my favourites from the Catalyst collage. Sorry, the Catalyst cards. Let me just see if I can tell you which set it is. Give me a second. It's not set 1. I don't think. Or it might be. So it shows a look. No, that one. Yes, it is. So it's Catalyst cards. It's the A5 set 1 full colour. So that's the one that it's come from. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure who's busy and who's not, but I don't think there's anybody arrived who can do me the links at the minute, unless any of you feel up to doing that for me. But all the stuff should be on the website, so yeah. Okay, I'll crack on. So I'm going to work out the book on here and then stick it in when I've done that. Okay. So I think, oh sorry, clobbering the thing. I'm going to start off by adding a bit of ink around this. I'm going to pull out some of the colours that are in it. So I think I'm going to go for the sort of this dark bluey colour, which is quite Uncharted Mariner for my, I think that's about right, isn't it, for this colour here and here. And I'm just going to use a sponge to add some around the edge. And whilst we're at it, let's use some inkables. So we'll add to the, because there's some quite a few circles on this, so this one should go quite nicely with it. So I'm going to pop a bit of that in the middle there, maybe just the lower bit. Oh, thanks Lynn, you're a star. Thank you. Right, so this is, oh gosh, I don't know what Dinkables set it is. Sorry. I got part way through my Dinkables and labelling them as to what they were, and then I stopped, and I haven't done them since, and I'm regretting it now. A little bit there, and then I think a bit coming across here as well. So what have we all been doing craft wise? Have we been doing any big projects, or has it just been, I'll tell you what, I've spent a fair bit of time trying to tidy my desk up a bit, because it was just, I was finding Christmas stamps still. Which is not good in the middle of January. There we go. Have I said hello, Maxine? I'm sorry if I haven't. I can't remember. Okay. And I think as well, I'm going to go in with a bit of stamping in the background. Poor Lynn. This comes from having a large craft room though. Larger than most. Right, I'm going to add some leaves. So this is the Journaling Essentials 9, which is still on my desk. It's not been put away yet. Oh, good. I'm glad I did, Maxine. I couldn't remember who I'd said hello to and who I hadn't. So I'm using this one here. I'm going to add some stamping. And it's bigger than, well, no, I guess it isn't bigger than 9, really. I've just taken over the front room. So I'm going to use the same ink again. It's like painting the Forth Bridge, isn't it? Tidying your craft room. Really is. Oh, Julia, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there'll be a crafter lunch and feet sticking out from underneath, definitely. Okay. Now, I think I might just add a few of these little tiny circles. And this time, we'll have some, I'll pick out the pink. I think that's quite picked raspberry-like. I'll just... How do you store your inks? Because I've got a lovely big ink shelves behind my desk, and Oh, don't worry, Lynn. Just put a link to the Dinkables page. Don't worry. I can always put on afterwards. Yeah, so I store the oxide and the oxide on there and the regular distress ink together, unless I haven't got the other one. So I've got like quite a few where I've got both, and then some where I've just got one. Oh, thank you, you're a star. Right, so it's just some of those little circles on there as well, adding to the circles theme. Right, now I want this to be like inspiration for the challenge, so I want to use a flower. So I'm going to give you a choice. So we can either use this flower, which I have used quite a bit recently. We could use, oh, sorry, I'm wobbling the thing again. We could use a Doodlark cone flower. I'm thinking I might use the leaves off this set, which is a Doodlark dragonfly. The other set I'm looking for, I know is in here because I've just realised it's not elsewhere. Excuse the oh. Here we go. It is here. So the other set I thought might have a possibility is the Doodlark sunflower. But if I use that, what I will do is use the top of that and those leaves like that. So those leaves with one of the other flowers or a coneflower. What do we think? What would you like me to use? You can choose. I'm going to get... So when I use my... if I used all the pages and put something on every page, then it would be way too thick. So I do take out a few pages here and there, and I didn't at the beginning of the album, but I've done more at the end. But this is one of the pages, and it's an ideal thickness to then stamp anything extra on that's going to go on top of one of the backgrounds. Because it's a nice thickness and it bends with the pages. Set 13. Okay, don't worry. It's probably needing some more cutting, but yeah, there are plenty of Dinkables that are quite similar. So. Probably just sold out at the moment. Okay, just me to pick a set that's not on there. So what do we think? Doodlark sunflower, Doodlark dragonfly. Oh no, the flower on the Doodlark dragonfly set would be a possibility. The Doodlark coneflower, or this flower with... So that's the Journaling Essentials flower with the leaves from the Doodlark dragonfly. What I will do, while you're deciding, I will stamp this one. Lynn says coneflower. Do we want the coneflower again? I might do the, if we are having the coneflower, then I'll do it with some different leaves, because I want to do these leaves. I'm puzzled actually, because that stamp isn't on the set and I don't know where it's gone. Anybody else got any preference? Lynn says she doesn't mind really, so that's the leaves we're gonna have. Okay, so it's whether we stick that sunflower on the top or whether we stick this flower on the top. The dragonfly's on the other page, Lynn, so I don't want another dragonfly. So I've got the dragonfly on that page, so I don't want another dragonfly on this one. Or where's this one? Have that one. Oh, Maxine says the coneflower as well. That's another vote for the coneflower. That's okay. I'll just stamp the top of it and we'll put it, or might stamp like that much of it, and then I can poke the stalk in behind those leaves. I'll do that. Okay. Black ink yet? No, it is. I'm burying everything today. I don't know. Do you spend ages looking for something and then realise it was right in front of you all the time? I do that on a regular basis. Regular basis. There we go, that does. Okay. Right. I think I'm going to colour them first and then cut them out. Okay. Hi, Caroline. Right, so I think I'm just looking at this background. I would normally go for pink for colouring in the coneflower, but I'm thinking I might go for yellow because there's quite a bit of yellow in that background there, and I think yellow would be a bit different, wouldn't it? And I might go for some of the Uncharted Mariner on the centre of the flower. And then the leaves, just this sort of green. So let's see what we've got. Maybe some Lucky Clover to colour the leaves in. I'm going to use Distress Oxide. Do you know, I lose so much stuff on this table. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So I'm going to use this mat and just rub some on there and then use it as a palette. So that's the Lucky Clover. We'll have some Uncharted Mariner. We'll have some mustard seeds. And I think I want to sort of quite a slightly deeper yellow as well. Just a bit shading on those petals. So maybe the, it's not that, maybe, well, not wild honey, maybe a bit of spice marmalade. So we're going into slightly orangey shades now. Okay. I think that'll do us, because I can mix some of those up as well. Right, I'm going to grab my water, which is not very clean, but never mind. Okay, and the paintbrush. I'm just turning this round, having a look for my favourite paintbrush, and I can't see it. Just wonder if I've not put it back in the pot properly. Here we go. I found it. Right. So, have you entered the challenge? Is my next question. Because this is a floral page and the challenge theme is floral. And I showed you lots of flower stamps back then, didn't I? So, any of those would be suitable for the challenge. Right, I'm going to mix in a bit of yellow with some of that green now. Just go round here. Right, you can go for a little bit more yellow. There we go. With this sort of thing, you don't need to be overly careful because you're going to be cutting it out, and also things like you can use the white pens to do additional highlights. Well done, Julia, and I know Lynn has as well. Well done, Lynn, twice. Excellent. Okay, and I'll do the stem as well in that green. All right, so that's all the green done. Then we'll go on to the yellow. Again, you know, you don't need to be overly careful because you're cutting it out, so you don't have to worry about the edges, and you can do it reasonably quickly. You've got, let's see, is it the 21st today? So you've got 10 more days to enter the challenge, so it's okay. You're not late yet. There's still time. I'm glad you've started it though, Maxine. Well done. So when I'm doing things like petals, I've got hair on there. I don't know. What I tend to do is sort of do a paler patch in the middle just to like give it a bit of shape. Or you can do your petals in, you know, start with one colour and then finish with another one. And I will add a little bit of this This is the spice marmalade. I'm just adding sort of to give it a bit of shadow around those edges up there, and then a bit around the tips as well. Okay, that's looking all right, isn't it? Right, so onto the middle of the flower. Let's see if this goes all right. I think that looks all right, doesn't it? So again, I tend to sort of go around the edge and then leave a paler spot. Okay. I was thinking I might do some extra bits on those, but I don't know. No, I will give it a blast with the heat tool, and I've just realised I've not switched the PowerPoint on, so excuse me for a second. Give it a blast before I cut it out, because otherwise it might not be very clean cutting. Is there something on the telly on a Wednesday night? I'm just wondering, because we don't seem to be getting quite as many people as we were doing. I think my hubby is listening to football on his headphones. I do like these leaves. They are very easy to cut out. I've noticed I've missed just a couple of places there. I might just bring that green back in and pop a bit on my brush and patch that up. Hi, Angela. So there's my leaves, and I'm going to put some white pen on that in a few minutes, I think, or maybe a different colour, I'll see. I just need to cut out my cone flower. Oh, we're up to 8 people now. Okay. It has. I'm loving the palettes. I've not had a go at this week's palette yet. But yeah, they're fabulous, aren't they? And yeah, Bev's been really busy with doing. I think she's been doing a reel every day. But they've been stunning, the creations that she's been coming up with. It's something it has made me do is think about what stash I've got and use it a bit more, because particularly the palettes, because I do have a tendency to use the same set of colours, and yeah, it's been really nice to like use some colours that I've not used before, which I did. I know it's not the palette, but I did on that my blog post today, because I realised I've had abandoned coral. I've had both the Distress Oxide and the Distress Ink for abandoned coral, and I've barely used them. So I thought it was time that I did. And I've always thought of it more as a pink, but it's not. It's a red, but a sort of paler red, not a deep sort of ruby red, but reminds me of some lipstick actually. It's funny, isn't it, how we've got colours that we don't we don't tend to automatically go for. It's like, oh, it's like tonight, if I'm using pink, if I'm picking out a pink, it does tend to be picked raspberry. So what I need to do is sort of challenge myself to use some of the other pinks, because I've got them. Might as well use them. Right, so I'm thinking, let's have a little look, see if we can get this to fit nicely. Something like that. I can always trim a little bit off the bottom. It looks all right, doesn't it? Sorry. Can you see that better? I'm just waiting for it to catch up so I know it's definitely in shot. It's quite a nice contrast, that is, isn't it? With the reds on that side, and then the blues on there. It's and Uncharted Mariner, which is the same, so it's the same blue on here, but on a different background it looks different. And that prize ribbon as well on that one. Looks all right, doesn't it? Yeah, so we'll carry on with that then. So what I want to do first, before I stick it down, excuse all the bits. Right, I'm going to get my white pen. And I'm just going to go around this leaf. Oop, these are a bit blobby, but it's okay. There's some places there where there aren't white spots on the original, but I'll put them in. Oh, thank you. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to put like a little bit of a white highlight down the side of each of these petals here, just a little line. There we go. And then little row of dots along that line there. Okay. Right, so let's get this all stuck down now. So I'll just move those out of the way a second. Bring my journal in. Oop. Well, that wasn't perfect by any means, but never mind. There we go. Right, I'm going to just snip off the bottom bit of that because I know it was sticking proud of the bottom before. Yeah, that looks about right. And then I'm going to pop this down underneath. Just want to get those petals over the top of the leaf. There we go. That one. Oh, Caroline, best of luck. Remember, you could always do clean and simple. It doesn't have to be as full on as the stuff that we do. Just a bit of a background with a stencil and an inkable, and then stamp your flower directly on the top. A bit colouring in. Okay. Right, I'm happy with that. So, all we need now is a sentiment. So, now, did I come across one? I thought I might have come across one that said flower power. I can't remember now. That one. Oh, I hope it all goes smoothly. I'm not sure what to put on here as a sentiment. If you've got any thoughts, shout. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a white one today. I normally go for a black one. But I've just spotted Connect with Nature. That goes, doesn't it? So I think I'll use that one. I'm going to trim off. Yes, I will. I'll trim off the ends. There we go. So there you are. It's my little offering for today, and that's another page done in my book. So I've just got a few more left, and it'll be full. Thanks so much for joining me, and don't forget to look out for more inspiration on the YouTube channel and also on the Facebook group, and I look forward to seeing all your entries in the challenge this month. All right, take care. Thanks for joining me. Bye.